Law now in effect aims to prevent workplace violence against healthcare workers. Channel 3's Cam Smith explains what that means for you the next time you go to the ER.
Over the last year, Central Vermont Medical Center has installed several security mechanisms to improve safety for both patients and staff.
Is there anything in your pockets?
That includes a metal detector at the emergency department and a secondary security wand to check for potentially dangerous items.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
All right.
We didn't really have much control over what was coming into the emergency department.
Nurse manager in the ED, Kristen Sheeman, says in past years, staff have been threatened, some even with knives.
Just the nature of the beast, the emergency department can be a dangerous place to work.
Since April of last year, when the metal detector was installed, hospital data shows it's kept nearly 4,000 knives, more than 24 guns, and nearly 200 tasers out.
I think it's meant a lot to the staff to know that that stuff is being screened out before we get in here. We knew stuff was coming in. I think the numbers that we've seen have been pretty startling.
A new Vermont law also aims to better prepare for violence in hospitals. It requires all licensed hospitals to develop and implement a workplace violence security plan, makes it easier to report incidents, and requires the Green Mountain Care Board to consider added costs for security.
Even though it's an upfront cost, I think there's huge benefits downstream in terms of the care we're able to provide based on people's sense of well-being and sense of safety.
Under the new law, a hospital is also required to set guidelines for when an officer should stay with a violent patient. Berlin Police Chief James Pontbriand says his officers respond to the hospital at least twice a week and raised concerns that waiting with patients could result in less coverage for his town.
If Montpelier or Berry City, where someone comes from Plainfield and then they end up being disruptive over there, and safety is an issue, we'll always respond. But I want to make sure that we also take care of the rest of the town that I'm responsible for.
In Berlin, Cam Smith, Channel 3 News.